This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Complete Guide to Everything, a podcast about everything. I'm one of your hosts, Tom.
And I'm Tim.
How are you doing this week, Tim?
Tom, happy summer. We're recording this on the solstice, the longest day of the year.
Today the solstice or
Yeah,
tomorrow?
Today.
I thought tomorrow's the solstice.
It's today.
What's the solstice? The last day or the first day?
The longest day of the year.
Oh, okay.
And here I am spending it with you.
Yeah, it's already nighttime.
Well, it's still a little bit light out.
No, it is kind of. Wow.
Yeah, it's the longest dang day of the year.
That's pretty crazy. Tim,
You know
I
what?
wish I had heard about this sooner.
Well, this is the thing. I read this in an email newsletter this morning
Yeah. Uh-huh.
at 9 a.m.
Yeah, and you were probably like, bullshit. But here you are now, 9:30 going, well, I guess they're right.
No, I was pissed. I was like, I'd like to know this in advance. Just
Yeah.
one day.
I mean, it's the same day every year.
No, it's not. Sometimes
Yeah, it
it's
is.
21st.
Oh, that's why I'm confused. then.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. But I mean, tomorrow is going to be what, like 3 seconds shorter?
Yeah, but Tom,
Yeah.
this is the special one.
Yeah, it's true.
And what if I had gotten up with the sunrise and went to bed
Yeah.
with the sunset?
You'd probably be pretty tired by now. You'd be asleep by now.
I mean, I don't know. I wake up pretty early in the morning now.
yeah. I woke up.
I joined the Marines.
You joined
Yeah,
the
I
Marine.
do more before you wake up than I do more before breakfast than you do all day.
Wow.
You
But you
lazy.
still eat breakfast, though,
I still
right?
eat breakfast,
Yeah.
yeah, and not
You're
a
probably
particularly
starving
healthy
by
one.
then.
Yeah. Oh, I've done
You've
so
been-
much.
You've been doing so much shit.
Yeah.
I'm realizing, Tim, that I did see the sun come up this morning.
Hmm.
I woke up at 5 a.m. with a blinding headache. Like a
hitting the sauce again, Tom.
No, I couldn't. You know what? It might have been that. I'm so stupid.
Wait, what were you? You're drinking during the week
I
on
wanted to
Wednesday
see-
night.
I want to see how much I could drink.
That's pretty smart, actually. You got to learn your limits.
Yeah. No, Tim, you know I'm a sucker for a supermarket promo.
Oh yeah.
And they had a supermarket promo on.
You live right next door to a
Yeah.
supermarket, which is
I know it's
dangerous,
bad. I'm surprised they haven't
lifestyle that's
started
really,
targeting promos at me.
Maybe they have.
Maybe. You know, some mobile games do that at the whales.
The whales?
Yeah, that's what they call the people that spend unbelievable.
Oh, okay,
The people that have essentially gambling addiction, but for a mobile game.
yeah. Right. What do they do?
And that's fine, apparently.
yeah, it's actually the backbone of our economy in some weird way.
There are companies that have basically been able to of course identify, they keep track of everybody, but they'll see oh, this guy spent $100,000 on shit and he lives in Brazil or whatever. Let's make this in Brazilian colors and make it cost $1,000 and I bet this guy will buy it, and they do.
Yeah.
The colors of the Brazilian flag, not to imply Brazil has its own colors that don't exist elsewhere.
Sepia toned. That's what they
That's Mexico.
That's
you're
Mexico
thinking of. Mexico
in,
has
in
Mexico
movies,
has
yes.
its own filter.
Yes.
So anyway, I bought a promotional beer
Mhm.
for $2.99 that was 9.9% alcohol.
Okay.
And I don't know why I did that, because I don't like high alcohol
I don't
beers.
like when that happens.
I don't like how they taste. I don't like to drink
I feel
them.
like I'm in a smack house.
It just
Right?
It-
I drink it while watching TV and I'm nodding off on my couch.
Yeah. My thing is just they don't taste. I look, if you're somebody sitting there and you're mad right now, that's fine.
It's
I
okay. We don't it's okay not to like something.
Yeah,
though.
I understand why people
We're
would
not
like it.
yucking your yum.
Yeah, but I personally would rather have wine or liquor if I'm going to drink something with a higher alcohol content. Those things taste better to me than high alcohol beer.
I like grain alcohol.
Oh, yeah, really? It just kind of tastes like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah,
almost.
that's my preferred. That's the only way I can feel anything.
Yeah. So maybe that was it. But I don't
So
think
they
I
were
had-
too afraid to go to 10, 9.9, huh?
But that made me. That must be like a legal thing of like
Yeah.
you can still sell it in the supermarket in this state.
9.9999.
Yeah. But maybe it was that. But yeah, I just woke up with the worst headache and the sun was coming up. Some of those headaches, I'm not a big headache guy. Are you a big headache guy?
No, I don't like headaches at all, Tom.
No, I'm saying like, do you get them a lot?
No, I don't get headaches a lot. And
Yeah.
I'm not bragging here. There was one stretch of like 6 to 8 months
Uh-huh.
where I got probably like 8 to 12 migraines.
Yeah, I remember it because every day during those months I would ask you, maybe it's a tumor. And you would go, it's
Mhm.
not a tumor.
Yeah. And hopefully it wasn't.
Well, it seems to have gone away on its own.
Yeah. But beyond that, no, I haven't been a
Yeah.
headache guy. I didn't know what it like. I always thought like either I had been getting headaches and didn't know. Like whenever somebody said like I have a headache when I was a kid, I was like,
Sucks
I
to
have
be you.
I have no basis for what this means. Like your
Yeah.
head. Aches.
If we were friends when we were little kids, Tim, I would have bopped you on the head with a baseball bat and go, that's what it feels
Yeah,
like.
well, that's why we weren't friends. That's why I
And
don't
you would have been
particularly like being
grateful.
your friend now.
You would have been grateful, Tim. You would have said, oh, okay, great. Now I know. Now I don't have to go through life not knowing.
One time on the bus in like third grade, I think,
Yeah.
Sean Rogers said to me, he's like, he was out sick the day before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, you're out sick. You're back. Making small talk on the bus as you do. And he was like,
What happened?
he's like, I had a headache in the morning. I was like, He's like, the headache is the perfect thing. You tell your mom you have the headache. You have a headache in the morning. And like, you can't like take your temperature. Or anything. They can't prove it.
Mhm.
And he's like, but I want you to know I really had a headache. Like he thought I was gonna like narc on him or something.
Yeah.
But then I was just like, I gotta figure out what these headaches feel like.
You should have come to me, Tim. I would have given you a bash on the head.
Uh,
Yeah, that's definitely sounds like something. And I know Sean was a good little boy.
yeah.
So like he had that thought after his mom said like, oh, you have a headache, you can stay home. Of like, what? I should eat, but he never did.
Yeah. But he wasn't above sharing it.
but
He was like, hey, maybe some of the bad kids on the bus
I
could
mean,
stand to
and-
benefit from this plan.
no offense to him, but I don't know if he would have been able to sell a headache bad enough that
Yeah.
that he wanted to stay home. I bet his mom would have seen right through it, but saw no, this kid's got a legit headache.
Also, like headache, I don't know. Is that enough to stay home from school? In that household at that time, yes, it was.
Depends on the headache. Because that's the thing. Like, I do get minor headaches, I guess.
Mhm.
Not super often, but like often enough. But this was like I don't know what to do. My head hurts so bad. Like, way worse than like a normal hangover or anything like that. So I don't know. Maybe they're putting poison in it. I didn't say the brand of beer, did I? Before I suggest maybe they're putting poison in it.
Is there a worm maybe eating your brain?
There might be a worm eating my brain.
Happens
Tim.
to the best of us. The best of us.
Yeah.
Only the best of us.
Hey, some of us, it gives us even better ideas. Tim, as you mentioned, it's the summer solstice?
Yeah.
Stolstice? Is that a different thing?
Stolcis?
Yeah. Stolic?
Stoic?
think that's
Stoic? Stoicism?
Stoic's a thing. I think
You read the
Stoic-
works of Marcus Aurelius, right?
every morning.
Do you ever
Um,
read those? Have you ever read that stuff?
No.
Not even at Jerry Seinfeld's behest.
No.
He's a big stoicism guy now.
Oh, is he?
Because
Okay.
he's just like, people complain too much. It's like, why don't you just have $900 million at the easiest
Why
life?
just forget about your problems?
Stop complaining. And also, his whole act is like, can you believe these indignities that we had to subject ourselves to?
Yeah.
It's also like, you don't have to. Anyway, I got some thoughts on Jerry Seinfeld.
I know you do. So it's the summer's beginning.
Yeah.
It's here. And what do you have to do every year, Tim? You have to declare a song of the summer.
The song of the summer.
Because every summer there are new songs that for us all to bop our heads to and boogie down about. And I don't know about you, but the place where I get all my music recommendations is the Associated Press.
Oh yeah, the AP. That's our finest. They have the finger on the pulse.
They can be in every paper, Tim.
Tom,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to take a guess at what some previous year's songs of the summer were?
Oh,
As defined
uh-huh.
by Business Insider, the other source of information.
Yeah. You know what? These are organizations that I do trust more than like Rolling Stone magazine.
Right.
To get these numbers right, because they don't care about the art, they just care about the money. We counted up how many times everybody's played all these songs.
Right.
Song of the summer last year,
2023.
I don't know.
It's by a man who I believe said the N-word on video.
Donald Trump?
He didn't come out with a song.
oh, the Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, Wallen. Last night.
Yeah.
The Strokes tune. I think he did a
last night. She's in. He's got a new song this summer, Tim, a crossover song with Post Malone.
Yeah, he sure does.
Called "I Had Some Help." And
Tom, the last song of the summer that you loved. 2013.
Something Kevin Spacey put out, or
yeah, the "Let Me Be Frank" Christmas video.
Just the audio.
Yeah. They did it like they did it up like that "Always Wear Sunscreen" song. Just put a beat behind it.
Yeah, just put a beat behind it with interspersed with lines from that video.
Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
You're just a big Robin Thicke head. It's a shame you're a thickhead.
It is a shame.
Call Me Maybe. These are the kind of songs.
Mm-hmm.
California Girls.
Californication.
By Katy Perry. I don't think that was ever the song of the summer, Tom.
Wish they all could be California girls. Is that the song that she sings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Crazy in Love from Beyonce.
Yeah. I mean, these are all pretty popular songs.
Yeah, I know.
You tell me Business Insiders declared them the song of the summer, I believe it.
Genie in a Bottle as far back as 1999.
Wow. Yeah, that was a big hit. I don't know. I mean, I bet 1999 there was fierce competition.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because that was,
Song of the Summer.
You had Britney also.
Yeah.
Britney, Christina, you had the whole crew. But here. Oh, 92. Baby Got Back. I wouldn't say that's a song. What constitutes a song of the summer? It's got to be like fun, right?
It's got to be fun. It's got to be inescapable.
Right.
It's got to be a song that like you hear everywhere you go, from like a supermarket to CVS to the club.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time in the club, right?
To a ball game. I think it's like it has to have wide enough appeal that it's just a very popular song and it's played everywhere, and you know, people of all ages like it for one reason or another, and yeah.
All right. So the Associated Press, they've kind of like nominated a bunch of songs that could potentially be the song of the summer.
They gave like superlatives to it.
Yeah.
You know.
I think we should define it. We should award it.
Okay.
And then everybody has to abide by it.
Right.
Which is why we had to get this recorded by the end of the day today.
Oh, yeah. Wait, before the summer starts. Yeah.
Of
course. Yeah. I thought there was like some office that was closing.
That too, about. Yeah.
We have to get into the office of songs before the end of the day.
Man, do you remember the whole, was it Blurred Lines or was it going to be Get Lucky?
Yeah.
It's the song of the summer.
I would say that Get Lucky was the song of the
summer.
That was the song I feel like, you heard more, and that like people of all ages liked
Yeah.
because it kind of had that disco thing going on. So it like kind of sounded 70s ish.
You're not a Daft Punk guy, right?
No, I like a lot of their stuff, but like I've tried to get into them and I haven't really been able to.
Yeah. It's okay. You like what you like.
Yeah. Like I keep thinking I need to like give it a more like consistent try because some of their songs I think they're great. I love them.
Some of their stuff's really good. Some of it's what I didn't understand was then Kanye.
Yeah.
Remember that guy?
Yeah.
He
He's
had
just
a
called
hit.
Yay now.
He had a hit, and he just took one of the Daft Punk songs.
Yeah.
and just
rapped
like played
over
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Welcome to music nowadays, Tim.
Hey, rap music. They might as well call it crap music.
But yeah, I did think that was weird because it was the stronger, harder,
Yeah.
faster, whatever. And it's like, nah, this isn't like, oh, they sampled the keyboard stems. It's like, no, it's just the song playing
Yeah.
with him doing like on, in fairness to him, like
He's doing rappity rap over it. Yeah.
No, like I like how he's doing the rapping over it. Like
like a lot of things he does. From what I understand.
usually I just like the things he says and his ideas, but in this one case, I also like the way he raps.
Has he's like been coming out with like albums and stuff too, right? Like
At least one, I think.
Yeah.
Since,
but like also stuff like where it's like you have to buy this like $300 device. He's doing
but
like
he was doing that years ago,
Yeah.
though, before
what's
everybody
the Venn
finally had
diagram
enough.
of Kanye and Neil Young, where it's like buy this device to listen to it. No, don't buy the Apple products.
Yeah, no, buy the specialty device. Yeah, he would like release an album
I
on one of those
engineered
things.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, like, I remember reading a review of it, and they were like, this thing's actually, like, pretty cool. It stinks he released an album this way. It's not a good way to listen to the album. And also, I think that was, like, the only way you could get the album.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm sure the album was really great, too.
Yeah.
Had a lot of cool ideas on it.
But
Back
anyway.
to the trash pile, Kanye.
Yeah. Even I bet Daft Punk wouldn't let him get away with that again.
I bet, probably not now, because
No.
it's like the royalties would be a
financially,
lot less. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to wind up being like ruined soon. I mean, he is like ruined, but I'm saying like run out of money.
No.
I don't like dudes like that spend money so fast.
Yeah.
And like he doesn't strike me as, especially
He's got
nowadays.
like that Steve Jobs disease, not that, but of where
Not the one he died from. Tim.
no, but the where he like buys a big house and then like, did you read that Steve Jobs bio?
Yeah.
Where it's like he never furnished it because he's like everything needs to be perfect.
Yeah.
And so like he'd like buy a really expensive like table and then like 3 weeks later would be like, no, this guy. And so it just has like an empty house. I think like Kanye has like several empty houses that he's just like everything needs to be perfect and granite or whatever. And he's like, no, not that type of granite.
Yeah.
Let me rethink this.
I've seen like videos from like when he was on the Kardashians, I guess, of like their house, and it's like that looks awful. It's like do you want to live in this like brutalist like just cement box that's like kind of, it's like, oh, this is what being rich is like, that everything's just made out of cement. This looks like it sucks.
Depressing.
Yeah.
I have a big soft bed.
Yeah, exactly. Like I have wood floors. It doesn't look like I live in a jail made out of poured concrete. But anyway, this Post Malone song, I had some help, Morgan Whalen. We both had the same observation, which was this just sounds like a Tom Petty song.
Yeah. Now we're not playing these songs.
No, we're not allowed to.
Right.
They'll come get us.
It sounds like Tom Petty.
I'm gonna put the YouTube links in the show notes so people can go listen to them.
Great. It sounds like Tom Petty. If they put Tom Petty through the Share Believe machine, though.
Yeah, because Post Malone's still doing the auto tune.
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, they both are.
Yeah, but he's doing the like, yeah, like the more artificial. He's not
And-
trying to fool anyone.
You know what, Tom?
What? You like it?
No,
Oh,
I not particularly. I think it's fine. But I see the title had some help. I was like, oh, this is good. There's
handsome
gonna be.
help?
I had some
Oh,
help.
okay. You're like, good. There's gonna be some hunks in this video.
Yeah.
Handsome help. It's gonna be a
I didn't
video
watch
where
any of the videos, Tom. I only listened to the songs. 'Cause
a
I
bunch
think,
of hunky handymen come over to put up a
Tom,
bunch
see,
of-
this is why I'm not judging on the videos.
Oh, okay.
He's like, also, all those songs of the summer, except for Blurred Lines, which you repeated so often, you wore out the tape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have bought the CD, but it was more expensive.
They're not video dependent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You got to be able to hear it in a
Yes,
Walgreens,
yeah.
Tom.
it certainly helps. I think if you have a good video.
In 2024, who cares?
Tim, some of these music videos have a lot of views.
How many of them were directed by Hype Williams?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, probably none.
Yeah, probably.
He's doing feature films now,
But
like Belly.
I think because those videos then they get chopped up into TikToks and reels and everything. Like, because I feel like not a few years ago, but maybe like 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
music labels were like, why are we still making music videos? MTV isn't around. This is stupid. But it seems like there is, at least for some artists, like money going into it nowadays to produce
Yeah.
flashy videos.
Well, anyway, I see I had some help, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a nice, uplifting song about
Yeah,
the people that helped them on their way to success.
right.
No, this is just them yelling at a lady, being like, right, like, we
I
broke up.
I didn't read the lyrics.
You got a lot of nerve, don't you, baby? I only hit the curb because you made me. You're
Wow.
telling all your friends that I'm crazy, like I'm the only one. Why'd you throw them stones if you had wild hair of your own or two, living in your big old glass house with a view? I thought you knew. I had some help. It ain't like I could make this kind of mess all by myself. Just like
Oh, it's like this mess wasn't just me.
yeah.
Yeah. I like when you read that. It was like slam poetry.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I always thought I'd be a great
That's
slam
good.
poet.
Just snap at the end to applaud for you. I always thought I'd be a great slam poet. Dude, there's still time.
Yeah, it's just this could have been a nice song, and they ruined it by being
Yeah.
mean.
I mean, maybe they're right, but I don't know. Based on the
Is Morgan Wallen the guy that threw a chair off the?
yeah, he seems like a piece of
Did he?
shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is not the kind of guy I'd give the benefit of the doubt that like, oh, maybe his ex really was terrible. It's like, nah, I bet she sucked less than him still.
Tom, I will say the one thing that this song has going for it,
mhm.
in terms of Song of the Summer, I firmly believe that songs of the summer shouldn't be too long. They shouldn't overstay their
Yes,
welcome.
yeah.
This is 2 minutes and 58 seconds long. Under 3 minutes, strong contender in my
That's like
opinion.
most popular songs now, Tim, are under 3 minutes.
Yeah, tell that to the Associated Press, Tom.
Well, I'm doing it. Well, if you're judging based on these videos, Tim, that's wrong because a lot of these videos have little skits before them.
How many times do I have to tell you, Tom? I did not watch the videos. I'm only judging by audio.
Oh, okay. Well, did the audio have the little skits?
They didn't have little
okay.
skits.
Some of these had little skits.
Remember like Napster time when sometimes you would download a version and you're like, this isn't the album version. This was ripped from a video because there are little skits and dialogue in this song
Oh, that aren't in it or that are?
that are like in the video, but like not on the album.
Yeah.
It's like if you downloaded like what was it, Gin and Juice?
Uh-huh.
Maybe one of those early Snoop Dogg things, and it's got like his dad yelling at him, like, "What are you doing?"
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. In the
That's
video.
not on the album version.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but people like that too.
I know. I'm just saying.
Or like the end of Foo Fighters Everlong, the video has like an extra chorus in it. Yeah, has a rewind and extra chorus.
Yeah.
And
they had just too much footage. They had just too much fantastic
like, what
footage.
do we do? Rewind, play the chorus again.
You know what I always thought was really impressive?
What's that?
David Letterman's final show. Do you remember this?
Uh-huh.
The last thing was the Foo Fighters came out and played Everlong.
Yeah.
And then they played, like, while they were playing Everlong, live on stage, there was a clip package.
Oh,
of, like,
yeah.
You know, the
Best
35 years
kinda,
of David Letterman or whatever, however long it was, 40 years, whatever. And, like, it was synced perfectly with the mute. Like, it ended at the right time, and there were parts where, like, the vocal, like, they bring in the audio from the clip, and it was when the vocals weren't. It's like, man, you guys,
you don't think they did that in the edit?
I don't think so. No, because like they
shoot live to tape.
Yeah, and like they want, you know, it was well put to, and at the end, like, you know, the audience was reacting to the things.
Oh, okay, they're laughing and stuff.
Yeah, it was really nice, Tom.
Wow.
Hey, let's all pause this podcast and go watch the last episode of Late Show with David Letterman.
Post Malone was also in a Taylor Swift song, Fortnite, about the big game all the kids like.
I don't think it's about that.
Yeah, no, it is. I think you can play as Post Malone in the game now.
He has facial tattoos. Right?
Not in this video, Tim, and guess what? When he doesn't have them, Taylor Swift falls in love with them.
Wait.
This is why you gotta watch the music videos.
Well, no, Tom, we can't judge based on the visual.
It's like a romance between the two of them because
But she's with the football boy.
Not in this. She's with Post Malone without tattoos on his face.
She's with the quarterback of the team.
No, I don't think he's the quarterback.
No, he's not the quarterback.
No, it's like, remember when in the original, well, I guess not the original, the Tim Burton Batman movie, when Jack Nicholson's Joker paints his face like flesh colored, so he can go to the museum and listen to Prince. They did that with Post Malone. They used the same makeup to cover up his tattoos.
Song?
No, they played a Taylor Swift song about the game Fortnite.
Oh, yes. Tom?
Mm-hmm.
This song, my note was, is this what kids are talking about when they say vibes?
I don't know, maybe.
Because this has like, it's not
the Fortnite song?
Yeah, the Fortnite song.
Yeah.
It's not like
a good song.
Yeah, it's just like,
yeah,
you know, it's just got some vibes to it.
Yeah, I mean, this song I felt like being included in the Song of the Summer was like the author, this Associated Press author, making sure Taylor Swift didn't like have her assassinated. Because I've heard this song.
Yeah.
I have not heard it much.
I mean, and the fact that it has a Post Malone feature, really makes me feel like this is like this is the
single.
Yeah, it's the single, and it's like angling for like, you know, because like she's a good girl. What's she doing with facial tattoos?
I told you, Tim, he had his fucking tattoos covered up in the
video.
Joker.
That's not real life, Tom.
As far as she was concerned, it was in the video.
Do you think she would? Okay, so, well, yeah, I guess I can't argue with that. Man, imagine
her character in the video didn't know that he had the Joker makeup on.
When Taylor Swift breaks up with the football player, how fucking twisted would it be?
Oh, if he became the Joker?
No, if she started dating the Joker.
Oh, man. That would be pretty twisted. And then he became Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, either way, it'd be entertaining to watch.
I'd like it. So I'm going to say that Fortnite from the Tortured Poets Department is not a real true contender.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it had to have come out during the summer, but I think it had to have like gotten big during the summer.
Yeah.
So like
And also 3 minutes and 49 seconds.
too long.
Too
That's
long,
probably
Taylor.
like one of the shorter songs on that album.
Did you like that album?
No, I didn't listen to that album. Like I heard that and I was like, this is the best one. All right.
What about the line, now you're in my backyard, turned into good neighbors, your wife waters flowers, I want to kill her.
Doesn't even rhyme. The hell?
Well, she says it. You know how you can make things kind of sound.
When you say them.
Yeah.
So what I was saying about like, I think the song has to kind of come out in this, not come out, but it has to get popular in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one I have on the list here is Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that started blowing up before because that's the whole Drake feud.
Yeah, Tom, I got news for you.
What?
4 minutes and 34 seconds.
Yeah. I read through
I'm kind of the numbers guy of the podcast.
well, he's got his spreadsheets out. He's got
Yeah.
Excel and multiple windows. I read through all the lyrics because
Mhm.
like, you know, I've been trying to follow.
I can't make heads or tails. I got to read a Vox explainer of these songs.
I know.
And then it's just like, oh, that's the obscure reference he's making. And it's obscure to me because I don't know either
Yeah.
of their body of work.
Right. That's what I was going to say. That like as best a 43-year-old white man could hope to try and get some of these lyrics. That's me reading the lyrics on genius.com. I like Kendrick Lamar's lyrics. He's got some good words in here. Can I read some of them? I won't read the bad words. But the song starts with him going, I mustard on the beat. I like that, mustard on the beat. And then it's like only a few lines later, he calls somebody jabroni ass.
Yeah. Who do you think who's calling?
Oh, right. I don't think it's even, I think it's the whole crew of Drake,
wow.
Drake and his buddies. He refers to himself as a certified boogeyman. And then, well, I mean, this was a big line, trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor
Yeah.
because
I like that. And like he comes out and says it plainly.
like 2 lines later, it's like, by that, I mean, he's a pedophile. Like, not, yeah.
It is kind of fun that like pop music has really devolved to the point where it's like the song of the summer might be a man calling another man a pedophile.
Yeah. Well, then I loved, he has like a verse where he's kind of like going through what other rappers think of him. And he goes, you called Future when you didn't see the club. I don't know what that is. Lil Baby helped you get your lingo up. So it's like, oh, Lil Baby had to help you like get better at rapping, presumably. No, but listen, I'm going.
I just want to distance myself from your analysis.
I'm going
here.
somewhere with this. I'll stop giving my analysis, maybe. 21 gave you false street cred. Thug made you feel like a slime in your head. Quavo, I think that's how you would say it. Quavo said you can be from North Side, but then the last line is just 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. So it's like all these people were talking shit behind your back and everything. 2 Chainz said you were good, but he didn't mean it. That's the brutal diss that ends all this. I like that.
Look, again, I'm loath to analyze any of this because I
It's
need
too complex.
yeah, it is, and I'm not steeped in this.
Yeah, because Alive is like you need to not only be steeped in both their stories, but also like all the lyrics of all their songs.
Yeah,
Because they're like referencing other songs to get like a little jab in.
yeah. You know, like when you read like I don't know, Ulysses or whatever.
I was gonna say like Shakespeare, and you have to know a lot about
and
what
it's
was
like,
going on.
oh,
At the
like
time.
if you understand the context of this, it's like it's very dense and it's very like low, but like there's all these meanings to it.
Mhm.
It's like Yeah, I think, and I've listened to Kendrick Lamar albums in the past, Tom, because I'm, cool. I have
Cool
my
and with
fingers on the pulse.
Mhm.
And I'm always like, yeah, this is a cool beat. I don't know what he's saying, but like, it sounds pretty smart. It's a lot of words, and they rhyme, and the
Well-
flow is good, and it sounds like it's important. So
In that-
I'm gonna trust him.
In that 5 minutes, Tim, I mean,
Tom, you're futting with the levels again. I really wish you wouldn't do this.
all right, I'm not touching the levels.
No, it makes me nervous that like the whole time.
Tim, I'm just riding the levels.
Okay.
You know?
Roll off the mids, buddy.
What song you want to talk about next here? How about Lunch by Billie Eilish?
Yeah.
And this is about same-sex romance, and I was like, yeah, how did they know that? And then I read the lyrics, and the first words are,
Do you not listen to the lyrics when you listen to the song?
I was like reading the description, and then I go listen to the song, and then I read the lyrics.
Yeah,
at the
but you
same
couldn't.
time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first line is, I could eat that girl for lunch. I was like, okay, I guess that's how you know that's about girls. Yeah, she dances on my tongue. Tastes like she might be the one.
Yeah.
Now, how come Billie Eilish can do this, Tim? But if Two Live Crew came out with this kind of stuff, Tipper Gore's all over them.
I think Tipper Gore probably isn't very fond of
Billie Eilish.
Lunch.
Yeah. I like this song when I was listening to it. It's catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like Billie Eilish in general.
She's got a good sound. I feel like this is a little too look how provocative I'm being, parents.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I don't know. That's what pop music's
But
for,
at the
right?
same time, like, she's kind of not being that provocative because, like, there's no, these are all innuendos. I could eat that girl for lunch. It's like, yeah, that could mean, what we all know it means. Or it could just mean, like, oh, I could eat you up. You're so cute.
That's not what it means.
I know, but I'm saying, like, naive people could think that.
But Tom,
what I'm saying is, like, it's provocative, but it's still, there's still like a layer of like innuendo there.
right.
It's provocative, but not graphic.
Right. Hold on. Let me see. There's some stuff that's like, I'll run a shower for you if you want.
Yeah, that's just being nice. Tim, I
clothes
offer-
on the counter
I
for you.
offer
Try
that-
them on. If I'm allowed, I'll help you take them off.
Tim, every week when you come over to record the podcast, I offer to run a shower for you, both when you get here and when you leave.
I just want to get her off.
Yeah. Maybe she took her seat.
Speaking of seat, she's taking pictures in the mirror. Oh my God, her skin's so clear. Tell her, bring that over here. You need a seat? I'll volunteer.
Yeah, to sit on her lap, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good song. I like it.
It is a good song. It's got a good beat.
Yeah. This is another one, Tim. You might like the
3
video.
minutes on the dot. There we go.
The video is very like 90s coded.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of her just looking like a b-boy, just kind of like in a like all white, like what do you call those, cycloramas, just kind of like singing to the camera and stuff.
Well, that's cool.
Like intercuts with other things, maybe other people dancing. I can't remember. I like kind of skip through the videos a little bit.
So you didn't listen to the songs?
No, I listened to the song. I've heard this song before too.
I heard this on the radio the other day, and my critique at the time was this sounds like Billie Eilish used to sound different than the other pop music, and now she sounds kind of the
now
same.
She's starting.
But I don't think so. I think upon close listen, I think the hallmarks are still there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just that she's like experimenting a little more with pop.
She's doing what she wants.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not going to tell Billie Eilish not to make music.
Maybe she decided, you know what? Enough is enough. I should have the song of the summer. I feel like Bad Guy was almost the song of the summer. And
should've been
that
some-
Barbie song got pretty big.
I don't remember
But too sappy to
Oh,
be
that's
this.
not a
Yeah,
song. You
yeah.
can put that on at a barbecue.
No.
You can put that on at the club, Tom.
No, I'm not allowed to anymore.
You're not allowed to touch
They
the
told
DJ
me don't
equipment
touch
at the
the
club.
DJ
Yeah,
equipment at the club.
yeah, it's a firm rule.
Yeah.
I think one of the few times I was at a club, I had to be told that. Actually, Tom,
It's not fair.
can we talk about the front runner?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Sabrina Carpenter's That's My Espresso.
No, it's just espresso, Tom.
No, I think it's That's My Espresso. That's a song about she's at like a coffee shop, maybe a Starbucks or something, and they've called out Sabrina, and she says, "That's my espresso."
But somebody else is like, she's like, "No," and somebody else is like, "Oh, that's mine." And she's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm Sabrina.
Yeah, that's my espresso.
Yeah. First time I heard this, Tom,
Mm-hmm.
is this she starts singing the chorus. It's like, is this in English? It doesn't sound like it's in English, right?
Yeah. Why? Yeah, no, I don't know if I followed that. It doesn't sound like it's in English.
I couldn't
guess
tell what
it's
she
like-
was saying.
It's pretty high pitched and quick, I guess. Maybe is that
Yeah.
what it is?
I guess. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
sounded like I didn't understand the words. Do you know what she says in the chorus?
I just know that it's always stuck in my head. That one line is, "I'm working late 'cause I'm a singer." And I was like, is that a thing? Singers work late? And I was like, I guess they do for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every concert I've ever been to has been at night.
Yeah, it's true. So, all right.
That's not the chorus, though, Tom. I'm talking about the chorus.
Looking at me, looking at you, that's my espresso. Something to see, something to do.
You don't even know the line that references your favorite thing in the world?
Oh, switch it up like Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that line, and I got like kind of obsessed with how in the last chorus it's her doing a backing vocal in it.
Hmm.
But I've been obsessed thinking about just that take in the last chorus of her standing in a booth and going, Nintendo, being like, and this song's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
When people hear how I croon the word Nintendo. I thought because I picked up on it is kind of the first few times you hear it, I think hard to understand the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time I picked up on Nintendo, I was like, oh, it's probably like throw it back like Nintendo or whatever. But I was like, oh, it's a Switch reference? Wow, all right.
What do you think? Like this? Like people don't know about the Switch?
No, but I'm just saying, like,
It came out
like
in 2017.
I'm
Tom.
just saying, like, a song I feel like would be more likely a reference like classic Nintendo
Not these. Maybe
than
yours.
Switch. Yeah, I guess Sabrina
The Switch
Carpenter's
is
a gamer.
classic Nintendo to her.
Yeah,
She didn't even know that.
Well,
there was-
that's what I did think too. That I was like, I mean, Switch has been out, I think, for like 7 years, and she's 25.
Huh.
So like, all right, it came out when she was, in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom,
Yeah. Just like,
you dunce.
I don't know if anything came out when we were in high school. Maybe in 64?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Played a lot of GoldenEye on that.
Yeah,
thing,
all
Tom.
right. Well, think about this, Tim. Between us and Sabrina Carpenter, you had what? GameCube, Wii U,
Yeah, okay.
and then the Switch.
Wii U, I never understood. I always thought that was
It's
some
an-
learning thing.
It bombed
Because it
of
sounded
that.
like it was like
Yeah, it
Wii
was
University,
very-
right?
It was a very bad decision all around.
Yeah. Well, that was
But now apparently, like, I think just about every game that ever was made for it is on Switch.
yeah.
So like it kind of worked in that way where it bombed, but then later when they were like, shit, we're out of games to make for the Switch. Take that Donkey Kong game nobody bought, put it on the Switch.
Yeah, but then like also when they're like, oh, there's a new game coming in 2025, and it's the game that was released in 2009 for this other console. It's like, well, this seems old to me now.
Yeah.
Because it's old. It's
Still
older
buy
than
it.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Tom, there's a lot of casual cussing in this song.
Yeah. There is a lot of casual cussing in a lot of her songs.
Yeah. And I don't know, Tom, in my day,
Boy.
cussing was reserved for like to be scary in songs, right? Or like disturbing. Like Trent Reznor, who's like, I want to F you like an animal, right?
Right.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Or angry, right? Like
Yeah. I'm so effing mad.
no, freaking like Rage Against the
Fuck
Machine,
you.
where
I
it's
won't
like,
do what you told me.
yeah, it's like tell this at your parents' kids.
Yeah.
screaming.
and see how well it goes over. Nowadays, they're probably, oh, hold on, let me get it for TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, this can be on the radio now.
Wait, what? Her new single, Please, 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 has like a line that's like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just casual motherfucker in a song. I remember when
I don't think it should be allowed.
Even Arnold Schwarzenegger would only say it like once per movie.
Yeah.
But it's a catchy song. You got to admit, and it's,
you know what,
like
you
a
say
summer
that
song.
you say it does. It does. I couldn't hum it for you right now.
Looking at me, looking at you, taking my espresso. That's my That's my Nintendo. It also has like a beach blanket bingo type music video, like a very summery 50s vibe music video.
Really going for the Song of the Summer Crown.
Nancy Cartwright's niece.
Wow, the voice of Bart Simpson.
Yeah. And what would he say about you being so mad about the cursing? He'd tell you not to have a cow.
He'd tell me to eat his shorts. He'd actually say, he'd introduce himself by saying, I'm Bart Simpson, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
And then I would blow my mind.
What other songs of the summer we got here?
Tom?
Mhm.
Let me tell you that song, by the way. Espresso, 2 minutes, 55 seconds. Good contender.
There you go.
Smart. What about this Get It Sexy by Sexy Red?
With an extra Y.
Right.
An extra Y in the Get It Sexy and in the Sexy Red.
Right.
This was nominated for Club Song of the Summer.
Yeah. I didn't know what was going on the whole time, but I think I liked it, except there's a lot of like actual sex noises in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wanted to
I didn't listen to the whole song.
The song was not what I typically listen to, but I was like, this is something I'd listen to at home, but then I think I'd get arrested.
I mean, it sounds like something you can listen to while watching like scrambled pornography on television, because then you can just pretend the sex noises go with that. And you got some music too.
Yeah.
What about this song, Tim? Good Luck Babe by Chapel Roan.
Tom, her name is too complicated.
Yeah. Because it looks like it's like, is it Chapel or Chapel? Because there's another L, and then Roan, not Rome.
Not even that. Before
I
I ever saw it written down, I heard people say it, and I was just like, I didn't know what people were saying when they said it. Like,
you
did you know the Chaperone song? I said, what song?
And now chaperones have songs?
Yeah.
They're just supposed to watch the dancing to make sure the kids aren't getting too close.
No, I like this song. This a little too long at 3 minutes and 38 seconds.
Yeah.
For what's it called?
Good Luck Babe.
Good Luck Babe. I like that. It sounds like
exclamation point at the end.
Ooh. It sounds like it could be in like the credits of an 80s movie.
Yeah.
But like
in a good way.
Yeah, in an unrelated movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like what's one of those
like a movie about a baseball team otherwise.
Yeah, or like specifically like what are one of those John Candy movies that like wasn't a hit?
Like The Great Outdoors?
Yeah, or like Summer Rental. This feels like this could. I
mean, The Great Outdoors is a great movie, but
yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Great movie, but underappreciated.
Yeah.
And I think this Chapel Roan, she's getting big now. That's her name. That's a woman's name.
I believe it's her real. Nah, I don't know if it's her real name actually, but because she's very
choose that name.
Very like theatrical in her performances, like makeup, like face paint type makeup and costumes and stuff like that.
Like a clown.
In some of the stuff I've seen of her, yeah, she had like mime makeup on.
Do any close-up magic?
I don't know. It's a good question. But yeah,
they need a pop star that's good at close-up magic.
Yeah, there hasn't been one yet.
No,
we had like
a pretty lady too, not like I'm like Not like David Blaine learns how to sing a song.
Right. You're saying you want a female pop star to become good at close-up magic.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You heard him. There's the gauntlet's been
So
thrown
the
down.
best close-up magicians I've seen have been either skeevy or old men.
Stevie?
Skeevy.
Oh, Skeevy. Yeah. Yeah. The better somebody is at magic, the less you'd want to know them in real life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just the magician's code.
Tom, if Paul McKenna
Part
called
of
you
the
up
ma-
right now,
Part of the magician's code they don't talk about.
if a friend of ours called up right now
Uh-huh.
and was like, hey, I'm actually around the corner from you right now at the bar. I'm hanging out with David Blaine.
Yeah.
Come meet me. Would you
Uh-huh.
meet him?
Yeah, of course I would.
Really?
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever want to meet David Blaine. I would be like, is he doing tricks or does he just want to talk? Because I don't want to just talk to him.
What if you could talk to him about his tricks?
About what? Like, how do you do them?
How'd you do it?
Tom, there's another country song on this
Uh-huh.
that they nominated the Associated Press. Pink Skies by Zach Bryan.
Okay.
Did you listen to the song?
I don't think so.
What's the difference between Zach Bryan and Luke Bryan?
I don't know who either of them are.
Well, I thought I was going to hate it.
Uh-huh.
Because it's just like, modern pop country, I think.
Yeah. That's a lot of music now.
Yeah, but you know what? It sounds like early 2000s Modest Mouse, just like cleaned up a little bit.
Without the lisp, is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
pretty much without the lisp.
But
It's also about like kids going to a funeral. So I don't know. He might not be one of these guys. He might be like another one of these country guys that like
he might not be one of these guys. He might be one of these guys.
Yeah. But who's the guy that did like Fast Car?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he was like I would have seen that guy and been like, he doesn't listen to Tracy Chapman, but he does.
But he
and he
does,
loves
yeah,
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe this Zach Bryan loves Tracy Chapman too.
Maybe. He's gonna have to cover one of her songs for us to know for sure. Yeah, I don't even I must have somehow just completely missed that one. I don't even have it on here.
It's fucked up.
What
Texas Hold'em by Beyonce.
Oh yeah.
Came out too early to be considered
That's
for
what
Song
I
of the
think,
Summer.
because that's on here and it's like, nah, I'm not hearing that song as much as I was.
Yeah.
And that's
Because it came out 3 months ago.
Yeah. And so there's another song on here, Beautiful Things by Benson Boone, that came out in January, apparently.
Get out of here, Benson Boone.
But like Benson Boone's not a famous guy, so it's like, yeah, if that album came out in January and just now it's getting airplay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Steal My Sunshine came out in December.
It came out the year before.
Yeah.
Right.
But the Beyonce thing, Tom, I don't think Beyonce can
You can't do it if
plausibly
you're that big.
have like a Song of the Summer, right?
She could.
It's got to be relatable, right?
Yeah.
And Beyonce, like
It's
she's like,
no
we go
longer.
into the dive bar. It's like, no, you're not. Beyonce.
Every time I hear that particular lyric, I think to myself, has Beyonce ever been in a dive
I'm
bar?
sure she has. But
Do you
since
think
that-
she's been
yeah.
famous since she was a teenager?
I don't know, but like, I
But
don't
like,
know.
yeah, okay, maybe with like 30 people, she's gone into a dive bar.
Yeah, but she's cultivated this image that she like lives in a palace, and that she it's like you can't have relatable lyrics. You're like your songs need to be like, I'm coming down from the mountain and like
Yeah.
imparting wisdom here, and like,
Well, and even the video, at least the video that I clicked on for this song, it was essentially just like the song, but the visuals were just a like maybe 10-second loop of like Beyonce, like kind of half naked, mostly naked, like walking out of like pure darkness with like an eye patch and something else. And
Well,
then
that sounds cool,
and
actually.
it was really cool. And it's all in slow motion. And then she just like turns and like blows, like pretends like her finger is a gun and like
Mhm.
blows the smoke off, and there's actual smoke. And then it repeats. But it's like,
Were you watching like what was supposed to play on like a screen at the mall for like an advertisement or something?
maybe it kind of felt
I don't
like
think
it.
that's what I don't think that's what Beyonce videos are. Like a 10-second
Well, I
loop
don't
of the
think
same
this-
thing over and over again.
That's what I'm saying, that I don't.
Just listen to the songs, Tom.
No, I've heard this song a million times. Well, I don't.
Good.
It is good, but when I clicked on the link, that's what this was. I would assume there's an actual video to this song. I don't know if this like came out, because sometimes like bands put out lyric videos
Yeah.
nowadays first. Like it kind of felt like it was that,
Hmm.
but like I said, she's like walking out of the darkness. Everything, the few items.
What is your point here? Tom?
Listen, the few items of clothing she's wearing,
I've
I forgot
described
this
it.
part. The few items of clothing she's wearing are like extremely, like they in post effects went through it again, like super shiny silver clothing.
Mhm.
Like she looks like she's like a warrior from the future that's come back from the past. It doesn't read as like, oh, a song about you hanging out in a dive bar.
Right.
These are the visuals that have been chosen to go along with at least this particular version of it.
Right. Yeah.
So I do
mean,
think it's some of that. She's like kind of trying to have it both ways.
she's trying to like eventize, like make everything a big event,
Right.
And like, which is cool. That's where but like, never
I'll
gonna be
say
like,
this.
"Yeah, I'll drink some Miller Light with you one day,
yeah.
Beyonce."
Yeah, on a bar
In
stool.
the same way that I think I will with Morgan Wallen.
Just be careful he doesn't take your chair and throw it
Yeah.
off the roof. Did you see there was a guy in Manhattan throwing chairs off roofs roof the other day? Could have killed somebody.
Lawless.
But anyway, you know what? There was like I think a commercial for the new Beyonce album during the Super Bowl that I thought was like,
It's how she announced it.
yeah, and it was like, like all
Time
this
to
stuff.
break the internet, Beyonce.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
super polished and everything. But then I think also during the Super Bowl, she was in a Verizon commercial.
It was the same thing.
Oh, but it was like a different part or something. But my point was going to be in the Verizon
Your media
commercial.
literacy, Tom.
In the Verizon commercial, that Beyonce felt like the Beyonce from Austin Powers Gold member. Like she was like,
Oh, the Beyonce that Beyonce desperately wants you to forget.
yeah, like she was kind of being like funny in it or
Yeah.
whatever. Because I think she's pretty funny. She's a pretty good actress. Like
Oh, I think so. Like I
Yeah.
think like you can't become
I
the biggest
kind
pop
of
star in
wish
the
she was
world
more
without
herself.
being charismatic in that way. But no, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah. If you like the show,
Hold on.
What?
Okay. Well, I wanted to talk about the big Ariana.
oh yeah, we'll talk about it. You can find out more about the show, tcgt.com. You can follow me and Tim on social media. Well, just follow me at Tom Reynolds. Tim
follow-
can say his own.
Follow me at your pal Tim on Blue Sky. You know what? Don't follow. I've never posted on Blue Sky. I don't post anything.
I like the idea of me saying you can follow me and Tim on social media, like we're like an old couple that shares an email address.
Oh man.
You can find us on Twitter at Tim and Tom. And check
I
it
know some people a few years older than us that share an Instagram
out.
account.
Wow.
Yeah.
But is it for like a kid or a dog or
No.
something? Oh, all right.
Yeah. No, it's like this is our family.
I guess that makes sense. And check out patreon.com/complete guide where you can get books and podcasts. Tim, what book are you reading this week?
I started reading Eat, Pray, Love.
Tim's going through some shit.
You know what? I thought it was a different kind of book, and I don't like it.
Well, if you'd like to hear about that, hey, what a pitch.
Oh, well, you want to hear how old Tim got hoodwinked? I bet everybody does.
Yeah. Patreon.com/complete guide is where you can hear that. You can also get a ad-free early version of the podcast. And yeah, you can also leave comments on things. It's a fun little hangover there. Tim, you want to talk about Ariana Grande. What's the name of the song?
We can't be friends. Parentheses, wait for your love.
Yeah.
But guess what, Tom?
What?
It's all in lowercase. Don't try to put any uppercase letters here.
Yeah, I think all her songs are.
Yeah, because she's a baby.
I mean, that's kind of what it seems where it's
You know what? What do you think Ariana Grande is best known for?
being a singer.
Do you think it might be that one time she gave me a high five in a hallway?
Oh, you've talked about it. I don't know if you talked about it on this show.
Yeah, I
but
think
you
I
talked
have
about it on
100
the Patreon.
times.
Yeah.
I thought she was a child at work with her parents.
She had been writing everything in lowercase all day.
But I mean, this
Yeah.
was also, I think, like 2015.
Yeah, so she
14.
was pretty young.
And like, she still looks like a child.
Yeah, and she's very petite.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, I was walking to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And like somebody was like, there she is. And I was like, yeah, there she is. High five.
Tim, this song is about her fans.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's about her fans and like the media, the public in general, that she feels that she's been because we all know she allegedly left her husband for SpongeBob SquarePants, who left his wife and newborn child for her. They claim that's not the case or whatever. They haven't really claimed anything. They haven't really spoken about it publicly. But this is about how, because I guess like a lot of her fan base kind of turned on her over all this and they're used to her being very like open with everything.
Right.
And I think we're upset that she just didn't talk about the situation
You
here.
know too much of this lore.
I looked it up on Genius.
Okay.
And so this is saying like, yeah, fans, like we can't be friends. Like we're not friends. But
Good
then
way
I'll
to,
wait for your love.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't think.
What do you think it's about? Who do you think it's about? Me? You?
I think it might be about one of us.
Yeah?
I don't know. I wasn't listening that closely. She sings in like a baby voice too. I don't appreciate that.
She sings.
Her name is Grande, but she's so small.
She sings. But isn't Grande the small at Starbucks?
What have you going by Starbucks rules? And no, it's not the small. It's just not the biggest one.
Yeah.
But she's the smallest one.
Yeah.
You know what's smaller than a Grande? A tall. Now.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're
And she was
really
already
getting
on a
into,
tall.
it's a really good stand-up act that I feel like.
Yeah. Well, they should call her Ariana Tall. Ariana Grande is one of these singers that I don't like. I don't dislike, but I'm like, not into. But the way she sings and says certain words like worm their way into my brain in a way I can't then ever remove.
You have those worms in your brain.
I think I do.
That's just why you woke up with a headache this morning?
Might have been.
Is Ariana Grande song?
Yeah, she put worms in my head. That's the worst part. It's all right, fine. You ruined a family and you left your husband, but did you have to put worms in my brain?
See you next week.
That was a HeadGum podcast.